How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. This is, of course, a Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards, and trans rights supporting channel. You better be supporting that shit too, or you can get the fuck right out of here. This is Broad City, the penultimate episode of Season 2. The number is 9, I believe. It is indeed 9. It is Coat Check. Now, does that mean that Abby and Alana are going to have to work Coat Check for some reason? Or what else could it possibly mean? That's the only thing I can think. They have to work Coat Check at a party for some reason. Like, somebody's like, oh, can you watch this while I go to the bathroom? And then they go to the bathroom and then we're just stuck there the whole time. And it's another bottle episode. And then we just see people, keep coming in, check this show, check this coat, check this show. I can't say that. And it's just weird people every time. That's my guess. You want to see the full length? Check it out. Description. What? No, check. If you want to see the full length, check it on the Patreon. $4 a month. I'm very high. I'm sorry. Let's get into this. Oh. I love the pause on Jesus of Nazareth. Oh, these episodes are just absolute bangers. And yeah, it sucks that we had to go for the usual, plot line. Like, it was pretty immediately obvious where we were going with the Alana plot line for this episode from the beginning. But then we do have the additional twist, of the, oh, it's not just because it's weird. It is also because you don't smoke pot. That is the real reason. That was the nail of the coffin. But, yeah, once again, a lot of one-bit characters this episode that we, got to just spend some time with and see. And yeah, I wish I could enjoy more of the, this show, I imagine, is a lot more enjoyable if you live in New York. Because there's also just a lot of, specific New York humor. New York humor that you wouldn't get unless you actually live in New York. Like the, what were they called? The patio chairs, or not patio chairs, I'm just lounge chairs. That, finally we get a lounge chair. I'm somewhat familiar with that in terms of, benches and stuff, but even then, it's not really the same, I imagine. And yeah, I imagine people who actually live in New York, especially around this area, can familiarize themselves more with this. That place looked really interesting. I've never seen any place like that before. And I've lived in beach places and I've never seen anything like that, but they even moved slightly. It was really interesting. I would love to check those out if I ever go there. And yeah, I fully thought this was going to be a bottle episode the entire episode, but no, we spent so little time in the Coat Check. Not used to that at all. So it was more of an adventure kind of episode, which those are the ones there. Sometimes I'm a fan of them, sometimes I'm not. They're really hit or miss. Last episodes with, trying to raise the money, that adventure type of thing was not really that interesting. Whereas this one, because I cared about the end goal, and, I think the actual Act 2 of it all was a lot more engaging than the previous time, so. And I hope that we're sticking with this, all the cold opens tie into the episode. We've gotten 3 in a row now. Has it been 3, maybe some 4 in a row, but I hope they stick with it. The standalone cold opens, just not that good. So I think they're doing a good job. Stick with this. Now, boy, what else? What can we expand upon on the Alana A plot this episode? Because we talked so much about the, masturbating looking at yourself, or the do you find yourself attractive last episode. So I do like the continuity of that. Also, I'm very glad that, she did bring up the, I do masturbate in the mirror. I'm glad she brought that back up. So, but yeah, what more is there to say about it that I didn't say about it in my previous discussion? I guess it is the, in theory, Alana likes it, but then when you put it in practice of it being an actual person, even if it's more different that time, she finds it too weird, which I agree, kinda lame. Yeah, I don't know what else can I say about that. That girl is absolutely one of the hottest girls I've ever seen in my life. God damn. But to be fair, Alana's also extremely fucking hot, so it makes sense why they would both be. But I mean, to be fair, that girl's on another level. She looked like an angel. And yeah, so the celebrity is a morning star or a morning show host on The Morning Show, perhaps. I'm familiar with The Morning Show, but I'm not familiar with anybody who's in it or anything like that. But that concept of a character, I am familiar with. And yeah, getting to it was not much. I've also seen the just doing drugs with celebrities sort of plotline in some stuff. A lot of time, usually in stoner comedy, movies, you get that. Which this was the most stoner movie comedy actual plot. The Alana one, not so much. A little bit actually, and half baked, but reversing it maybe, the message at the end. But either way, the doing drugs with celebrities is definitely a big, a big part, and if not an entire act of a stoner comedy movie. So, waiting till the penultimate episode of season 2 to do it is surprising. But it's also not the finale, which was surprising. I wonder what the finale this time is going to be. Maybe a big relationship focused thing, since that's what we've been kind of doing the past couple episodes. Past couple episodes, but. I don't know, last time was more of a celebration of just them two. It was just them, none of our other characters, which was the same as this episode. So maybe we won't do that again. Because this episode it was just them. We didn't really, have Lincoln, we didn't have Jaime, we didn't have Bevers, we didn't have any of those people. It's just all our two girls. So, yeah. I'm not sure what we're going to do moving forward. Or, not moving forward, but what we're going to do for the finale. If it's going to be another closeness thematic thing, or if it's going to be a big party, or if it's going to be a big development moving forward. I feel like I gotta make a guess, and my final guess will be that it will be a development style episode this time. That's my guess. Specifically in terms of Lincoln and Abby and Alana together. But yeah, we were doing some thematic stuff with the Morning Star host in terms of her being like Abby in a lot of ways, but then we didn't really go anywhere with that. I would have preferred them to do a little bit more with that, because there was some thematicness to it, but it wasn't enough for it to really matter. And what was with Abby not wanting to drop the basket down there? At first I thought she was she wanted to leave it outside the room or something, even though it was an elevator, to keep for later or something. But no, she just didn't want to throw it down there. She just was not that spontaneous enough. She had to hide it in her BDSM room. Okay, that was a weird scene. I didn't really understand that. Also, I did say it was only them two, but Jaime was in this episode. I did forget about that. He did have a couple good moments in this episode. Not really. I always like Jaime, but I can't, in good faith, say those were good moments. They were whatever. Yeah, that's it for this episode. A shorter discussion for this one, but there's so much that we already covered last episode, so... I'll see you guys for the finale, next episode. Get the fuck out of here.